What's going on, everyone? Welcome to LWT Trading. In this video, we're going to be talking about my preferred broker. I've been with him for over a year, TradeZero. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've probably got a lot of questions on TradeZero, and I'm going to hopefully answer the majority of them. TradeZero did recently just update their Pro platform, so it's a perfect time for me to kill two birds with one stone, or in other words, two birds in one video, or maybe two questions in one video. Every question you've probably got in your head if you click this video, we're hopefully going to answer throughout it. So save yourself some time, hit that like button already. At LWT Trading, we're all about helping you, the viewer, progress your trading journey. Most people who are probably watching this are completely new to trading, so if you are and you've got any questions, drop them in the comment section below. But more importantly, make sure you subscribe, turn on your bell. We go live every single day pre-market, and you can ask your questions there live. LWT Trading also offers a chat room service. There's a free chat room in the link in the description. There's also a premium version where we make trade calls and potential trade setups live on the mic, and the details for that are also in the description. But back to TradeZero, there is a discount link in the description also for TradeZero. Feel free to use that and sign up and save yourself a few dollars per month for their Pro platform, along with some other benefits. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, who are TradeZero? TradeZero are a broker service. You can buy options, you can buy stocks, anything above 10 cents. And they have great short locates, and we're going to come into a few things. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, okay, the Bahamas, that's got to be dodgy. And in fact, actually, a lot of these offshore markets are more regulated than the onshore markets. That's why all the billionaires of the world keep their money there. What I do suggest is if that is your concern, you Google the Bahamas, you find out what their minimum capital protection is, and you find out what benefits they have, or you know, non-benefits in some cases they may have. But for me, as someone from the UK, I find that the Bahamas is actually a better location for me than the US, for example. Little things like saving on taxes, saving on exchanges can be the big change, especially when you're a new trader. I just want to say one thing. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, and please do hit that like button. So a lot of people probably, you know, the second question we get asked a lot is, what is the pricing? And we're going to go quickly through that. The pricing at TradeZero for taking a trade. Now, the way I sort of work it in my head, it does, you know, you can get free limit orders, and again, we're going to talk about that later on. But in layman's terms, if you were to do market orders, for example, then what I've gone off as a rule of thumb is 99 cents or $1 per 100 shares traded. Now, again, that's not an exact science, and to be honest, typically it works out a lot cheaper than that. But that's what I go on as a ballpark figure. If I was to trade, say, 1,000 shares, usually that costs me on a market order around about $5. Just to give you a clue, the more shares you trade, the cheaper in fact it actually is percentage-wise. But as a rule of thumb, that's the best way. 99 flat fee for less than 200 shares. It says that here. Orders less than 200 shares, 99 flat fee. That's both in and both out. For OTCs, again, you need to be trading stuff that is over 10 cents. So if you're here and you want to trade penny stocks that are, you know, 0.001 cents, TradeZero is not the broker for you. They won't allow you to do it. The stock actually has to be over 10 cents. So there is a little example here of the cost and stuff. And like I said, if you bought 1,000 shares of a stock that's over $1, the commission is $5. And here, if you sell 2,000 shares, it's $10. So again, if you're buying 1,000 shares, typically it's $5 each way. And if you're buying anything less than that, it's 99 cents per 100, or 199 if you want to call it that. Anything less than 200. Now, one thing on the short locates, TradeZero has great short locates. Now, in fairness, in my opinion, one of the best short locators out there. So if you are a short seller, TradeZero for sure is one of the best brokers around. And if it's a hard to borrow stock, so if you're in the low cap market, which is something I prefer, the low cap stocks, then it's sometimes stock floats are like, you know, 5 million, even less, and it's very hard to find them shares. TradeZero do have a great locate service, but it does cost money. And again, we're going to show you how to do that later on in the video. Now, one thing to be aware of is, let's say it costs you $20 to reserve a certain amount of shares to trade daily. Them shares are yours to trade with all throughout the day. And I'll begin talking about that again later in the video. But if you held a short position over the night, okay, so you shorted, let's say, I don't know, XYZ stock, which I've just made up, and you continue to hold that over the night, then they're going to charge you 7 times 20 per day for holding that position overnight. So just bear that in mind if it's a hard to borrow stock. Now, majority of stocks, if you're trading medium and higher cap stocks, actually are easy to borrow. So you don't actually pay any fees to borrow shares there. It's something, again, I'm going to talk about throughout this video. Now, you have these other little fees that come into play, but to be honest, I tend to ignore them. They're minuscule at best, and yeah, you're going to have these at most brokers. Options, I'm not really an options trader, so I'm not going to cover too much in options here, so sorry if you just wasted the first few minutes of your life, but, you know, see the light, come over to stocks. Okay, now platform fees, this has changed a lot completely, because when I first started, they actually only had TradeZero Pro and Zero Mobile, and here you can see the differences in their platforms. Now, with any broker, in my opinion, you should always be using Windows. You know, you can use Parallels if you're on a Mac. You can probably tell that I'm on a Mac currently, but I'll be switching over to my PC to show you the Pro version soon. You should be using any sort of application rather than any web-based trading, and the reason for that is dead simple. If you're in a stock that's, you know, trading crazy volume, and, you know, you need to be at the front of the queue to get out of a trade, especially if you're in a losing red position, then to make sure you're at the front of the queue, you want to make sure you have that application, okay? Because if you don't, you know, you've got to then go via the internet to put your order in to get to the application itself anyway. So what you're doing, and again, we're talking nanoseconds, okay? But if the stock is trading millions and millions of shares a second, okay, which is the case sometimes, maybe not millions, but definitely hundreds of thousands, then you could be at the back of that queue before you know it, you're in a halt and you take a 3,900 loss. Trust me, that was me in March last year, okay? March 2018, I took a $3,900 loss because I was using a web-based platform, and it was TradeZero. For those of you that are completely new here, I do love my cup of tea. So again, what I suggest is you sign up with the Pro version, and again, you do get it at a much discounted rate there if you sign up with the affiliate link below, and you get all these beautiful features here, and I'll be showing you how to set up that and how to use it. Trade Desk shouldn't be applicable to majority of people, but basically if you get stuck and your internet goes down or whatever, you can jump on your mobile phone or you can call them. In my opinion, it's actually quicker if you just use their live chat option at the bottom of the screen here. My details are going to be blurred out, and if they submit the order for you, they'll ask for a confirmation. When you get the confirmation, they'll actually sell out of your order for you, and you'll get charged $20 for that, which is actually cheap in comparison to some of the others. Now, account relating fees, this is actually probably a negative on TradeZero's account, to be honest. Inactivity fees, you actually have zero, so if you keep your money there, it doesn't cost you anything. Outgoing wire fees is $70. If you want to take out some profits or just close your account, it actually costs you $70 to do so. At other brokers, I've seen that be as high as $150. I've seen it be as low as $20. Incoming wire is $30, which I think is pretty standard across the board. Again, I just want to reiterate, we do have this affiliate link. Don't feel like I'm forcing on you. You do not have to use it at all. You don't have to be a chat member either. Genuinely, I do just want to try and make things as cheap as possible, especially for new traders, because you're probably going to sign up for some chat room service that's going to cost you $10,000 a week, and you're going to get screwed either way. So if I can save you $10, then that's the plan, okay? So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any other questions you've got on TradeZero in the comments section below. Make sure you have turned on your bell and subscribed. The next video coming up about TradeZero, which should drop in the next few days, will be about the Pro platform, the new V3 Pro platform. I'll be showing you how to place a trade, how to set up your charting, how to set up indicators, how to set up a limit, how to set up a market order, how to set up a range order, and how to put in stop losses. So make sure you have turned on that bell. So again, that's it. I'll see you guys in the live YouTube pre-market watch list building videos. Take care.